Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Here's the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback snake. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, "Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot." And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Third down play from the gun. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off when the interception returned.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he puts through the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death roll the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped. And Georgia knows in this one this time, they've got to be able to get some stops and get some takedowns.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that could win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak TD.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Floating away. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Florida 13, Georgia 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he could not get loose on the run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB.
And that pass picked off. Lowers those pads. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play. Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Okay, on first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamentals.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Give to the single back. And that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And they're able to make the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this boot game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The run to the right. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. tackled, but he has a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive with a pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading. Getting to the football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Ready? Jackrabbit. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, and create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
This is why you got to be running the ball in between the tackles down here. You give it to your wide receiver. It's a finesse-type run. If it doesn't work, you end up losing a ton of yards like they just did there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Nix. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Motion from the offense. Calls his own number. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Takes it from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Lost the defense, he's wide open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run play action. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wk10. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pressure coming. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Florida! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Georgia offense will take over. First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. To throw, it's Nix. Gets it out quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. He's going to pass. Hubs it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 47, Georgia 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
To the ground with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Give to the running back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Oh, it's a reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. It did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to find his man on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gator! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyway. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Keep it on the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Wk10 still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Nix. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Incomplete, the defense holds.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Let's go!
Fast motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Now the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to